All right, folks, it's September 20th, 2024. Little weekly update here. So I'm getting this done on a Friday. It's just after 5 o'clock. Yeah, this weekend, it's not the weekend yet. I guess right now it is, but this week was pretty rough, I guess. So uh, only because it was like tiring from work, really, and the idea or the thing that was making it tiring was just because I was on call. I kind of knew that was going to be the case because last update, right, was sharing this is going to be a pretty rough week. So I think I described it as like I just want to press fast forward. And I mean, like going through the week, it felt like the whole thing was like rapid fire fast forward anyway. So wasn't happy that I didn't get to the gym like any day this week except today. And that's only because I have the day off from being on call. So that sucked. On call was it wasn't easy. I don't think it was. There were things that were either so complex that I just had to go to a subject matter expert and they could handle it, which is good. That's kind of what we need to be doing on call. Is like obviously you want to investigate, you want to work with the partners, and if you can understand things, great. But there's going to be situations where you just need the subject matter experts. So I had a bunch of that, and then otherwise, I think I only had like one problem where I was working with my backup and we were like, I don't think we know how to do this. And we might have had enough information, but like we just didn't know what to do. So otherwise, though, it was only busy because we had a particular scenario where I just had to be making sure I was watching dashboards, and like it meant from like as soon as I started my on-call shift until it ended, so like 12 hours straight, I just needed to be paying very close attention to something. So not difficult, just exhausting. And the the reason that's the case is like I just want to give you a bit of context. Like I get stressed during the day from being on call because it's going to derail like any work I have to do. So that kind of sucks, right? But that's part of the job. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just explaining my feelings of going through it. So that part stresses me out because I'm like any work that I have to do is getting put off. Um, so I don't like that. And when I start at 6 in the morning, it means I have to be up by 6, ready to engage. And what I want to be able to do is like sleep in, get a like I'm exhausted from the day before, like mentally. So I want to sleep in, but then you do this thing where like because technically you're on call, and if you're not getting paged before your workday starts, like it's okay. So I would like try to snooze, but you can only like I want to make sure my phone's on and loud enough. So it's like this, snooze for 15 minutes. And like anytime I might keep my phone on my chest or something. And anytime I get an email, we get lots of email, by the way, then it like wakes me up and I check. So you're in and out of sleep for a little bit. And it's like, I might as well have not done it, but you're just so exhausted. So truthfully, like today, I did go to CrossFit in the morning, and I remember telling my wife, I'm like, I feel relieved, but I also feel like I'm absolutely dead because CrossFit's at 6 in the morning. We have to wake up at 5 to get there for 6. So yeah, it's been a brutal week for that. But all done, learned a ton, so I am thankful for that. And I'm gonna wrap up the work part there. I guess that's probably good for that. Ryan and I finished recording our course, which is super exciting. I think we're just waiting on 2 more edits to roll in, I think. And then I have to package it all up to get zipped up and sent over to Nick Chaps's and Buddy on. And then we're done, though, which is cool. So also very excited about that. That's the first one done. We have signed for more courses, and we'll be starting to record by the end of the week, which means this I gotta shave my head this week. I'm gonna be bald because I'm losing my hair. It's pretty thin. So I decided I'm gonna shave my head. And I can't like shave it part way through a course, and because we're gonna start to film soon, I gotta take it all off. So it's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be the new me, so that's okay. Been excited to start more courses with Ryan. It's gonna be a cool adventure, so I've said this before, but I'm happy to be doing these courses as the focus. So it's going to be a great opportunity. Okay, before I go back into more content creation stuff, I just want to talk about BrandGhost. We were a little slower this week on like users, but we're going to be blasting out to like a 50,000 person email list. And I certainly hope that we get some people that are interested from that. It's hard to know. It's someone else's email list. It's sort of a friend of one of the developers. So we'll send that out. But yeah, like just a little bit slower than I think we. I don't know. I don't think we're doing a bad job, but uh, it's like nothing's organic. I guess is the way to put it. So just need to be doing a better job of like getting in front of people. And it's funny because there's this hesitation of like, oh, we don't want too many people to sign up. But I feel like I've said this before. I've kind of been in this situation, and it's almost like someone going like, "Oh, I want to start working out, but I don't want to become like one of those big bodybuilders." And it's like you won't accidentally just do that. And I feel like it's the same thing here. We won't accidentally just have too many users. So I think I just have to keep erring on the side of like, even if things aren't perfect or we're waiting on features, get it in front of more eyeballs, like nonstop is going to be the goal. So just got to keep telling myself that. But yeah, we'll get that sent out. I think we're going to plan for a little bit more development over this weekend, probably this evening. So I think one of the other guys, I just saw a couple of messages rolling right before I started recording. Nothing else since, but yeah, like he's already kind of getting going on it. So it's cool. I think we're going to start getting some of the AI features ready. I'm tired from this week. So that'll be cool. But it's been going well. So I have even more content going through BrandGhost. So I moved my memes that I post on Friday, Saturday, Sunday into BrandGhost. We have just added stories in for Facebook, so we can do video and image stories. We got our Azure storage stuff sorted out, so when you add content now, it will go into Azure storage. We will manage that. That's sort of a prerequisite for TikTok, actually, because if you want to upload media, we need to be able to provide a URL to something that we can prove the ownership of. So that'll be cool. With that said, I think we sent the TikTok approval or request for approval. We are trying to do the Facebook one for comments, but we've already sent. We're on our third one now just for this. The first one, they like. It's so dumb. It's infuriating. They said the button wasn't there, and we even checked the video, and like because you have to submit a video of doing it, and the button's there, and it's like in red. So we explained it again, and then the second time through, it's like all of the test accounts in like literally the course of a few hours had expired. So those had to get redone. So now we're on the third attempt. It's just like, it's an absolute nightmare, but we need that for commenting. And then we're going to do the same thing for threads, which will allow us to split your posts and make a thread because you have a post limit, of course, or text limit per post. So anyway, that's all stuff that's up and coming. YouTube, we're still waiting on. It's been weeks now for the quota increase. I don't know how they go about it, so I wanted to make sure that I'm at least posting from BrandGhost through YouTube. So all my shorts are going through BrandGhost, which is good. But yeah, TikTok and YouTube are sort of the big ones we got to get turned on. We do have Tumblr, Pinterest, Reddit. Those are kind of on the side. I should make note of Discord because I have content going to Discord as well. So we should get that added. And yeah, I think pretty cool stuff. So just excited because that when that email goes out, it'll be really cool to get another wave of users and try and navigate that. We are reaching a point where our beta users will have to extend or start paying. So I'm interested to see if people go, hey, thanks, it was cool, but like not interested, or if they're like, yeah, like I'm down for this. So we'll see that too. But yeah, that'll be interesting times. Content wise, Just because this week was heavy with on call, I got no YouTube videos created, so I'm gonna record some this evening between working on BrandGhost and that and my newsletter. So I got to get my newsletter written tonight. So I got a handful of things. I should probably I have a YouTube video I want to make and my newsletter topic, and I don't want them to be identical because my live stream on Monday is going to be the newsletter topic. So I want my YouTube video. I thought about the idea for the YouTube video first, so I want it to be like a part of what I'm going to talk about. So I'll probably try to get a couple videos done tonight and the newsletter. Um, Otherwise, yeah, no, I don't think there's much to update on the podcast with Rita Iglesias. So she's Rita Codes on all social media platforms. That got a lot of really good reception, so I was excited to see that. It's hard because sometimes the podcasts go up and they get a lot of views, and other times it's like nothing. And it's weird because like I post literally throughout my content system, so everything is uniform, right? The only thing that changes is like the post I make, who I'm interviewing, the title, the thumbnail. So like those are variables obviously, but it's hard because it's not like my audience changes or something. I guess if in this case maybe there's a huge surplus in comparison because Rita was sharing it out and she's got a big following, so perhaps that's the reason why. But it's kind of challenging. I've had people with smaller followings get a lot of views on theirs, so I don't know. And maybe the last thing I'll mention is like because I wasn't going into the office because I was on call, so point driving in while you're on call. At least for me, because it's like, well, because it's going to take 40 minutes. And the point I wanted to make was that I didn't get any code commute videos done this week, but next week I'll do a bunch. I've had a couple videos on that channel do better than some videos on my main channel that have literally over 100 times more subscribers. And those videos on my main channel get thumbnails, they get edited, like paid for editing, and the code commute is just me vlogging from my car, so kind of funny, but excited to do more of that. So I think that's it. Keep it quick this week. So thanks. Sorry I was pretty bummed last weekend, but I was kind of dreading this week, and this weekend I'm just exhausted. So refuel for next week, and we'll be all set. Take care, and I'll see you next time.